Oh no. Are we live? What's going on? Are we live? Are we live? I actually have no clue. I can't tell. I feel like such a boomer when it comes to this. Oh my goodness. Can anybody hear me? We got good audio? Guys, I'm the only source of audio, so I'm going to need to do a quick, like... I'm going to need to do a check. A mic check 1, 2. Howdy. Okay, we are live. Oh shit. Can you guys see Blackman Wukong? You guys see the game? You see the Blackman Wukong? I need to know if I'm like peaking or if this is a good level. Bobby Boy, I can't. Bobby Boy says you can't hear me. That feels like a troll. That feels like a troll. Also, I got to get this mic in the right position. I'll be moving my head too much to talk to chat. What the frick is up, nerds? Ah! I'm not gonna scream. I lose my voice every time I put a headset on, so I'm already on an uphill battle here. I hope you folks don't mind. My TikTok, my Taco Bell just got here. My burrito is flatter than a quesadilla. These dudes took this thing and ran it over before they gave it to me, I guess. But I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm at work, so yes, please scream. Jacko, you see? Are you new? Have we met before? Welcome in. I don't get a 5-layer burrito. They used to have these things called grillers. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. You got a whole ass username. Oh, you're right. Okay, that photo's familiar. You're right. I'm being dumb. Dude, your whole name is crazy. Jacko 16P. You know. I just had a stroke. I apologize. No, they used to have these things called grillers, right? Which was just a burrito with some meat, some cheese. So I didn't think you used to have beans, a little bit of sauce, and they put them Fiesta strips in, and then they would press that thing. And one day, after I got off a really hard shift at a puppy mill, basically, because life was hard during COVID, I went to the Taco Bell, and they said, hey, we don't have grillers anymore. So now I have to custom order this burrito every time. But it's good. It's pretty good. How y'all been? I'm going to vamp for a little bit. Because, again, my food just got here and I'm starving. I hope y'all are excited. Actually, I'm going to continue this journey. We're going to go stand in the game. There might be a cutscene when we go in. That'd be nice. I don't think so, because I think we watched it last time. I'm so pumped. I haven't played Black Myth in like a couple months. Bro, I had dinner. It was 1 pound of 93.7 beef and 6 boiled eggs. Are you in competition prep, brother? That sounds rough. That's like, you're barely eating. Well, I mean, you're eating a shit ton, but there's not a lot of variety, you know? Oh, that guy's gonna shoot me. Fuck. I'm doing this with one hand. Don't mind the camera. Guys, look at this. Look at this beautiful monkey. What is going on? Can I see this boy? Let me see him. This is actually so hard to do. There we go. My controller was upside down. Trying to cut calories and lose weight. No, that's valid. That's valid. Listen, the ultimate cheat code I ever had for staying tight was, you know, be as strict as you need to. I always shot for like 85%, you know? It was like breakfast and lunch I was dialed, dinner I could eat whatever I wanted without going too crazy on the calories. But man, every day I gave myself an Oreo cookie at the end of the day. And I look forward to that thing. I savored it. It was so good. It was so delicious. For like 10 years while I was super dialed in. It's all I ate as far as junk food. I'd have the occasional like weekend treat or whatever, but that thing gave me hope. It was like I'm eating normal, I'm eating good, we're dialed, and then we get that Oreo. Listen, Dippo, the thing about not wanting kids to do a 6-7 joke is that is the joke. You know? The moment you out yourself as not having been part of the group, you're on the outside, and that makes it worthwhile. As soon as you're like, oh, no more 6-7, they're like, and now I got to keep doing 6-7, right? It's the moment you join in that they realize, oh, we can't make this joke anymore because now he's in, you know? Swear to God, yeah. I hardly eat breakfast and lunch, but I eat dinner. That's fair. Honestly, skipping breakfast is like the cheat code if you want to. It's just intermittent fasting. 6 to 12 eggs a day. Man, you must like eggs. I'm hoping you like eggs, because if you don't, that's a tough eat. That is a very tough eat. I won't lie to you. Oh, shit, fellas. I think I need a post that we're live. I'm just pre-apologizing right now. I need to freaking... You don't like eggs and you have 6 to 12 a day? Brother, that is self-inflicted nightmare of you. Holy cow. Dippo got a pizza from work and a 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell with nacho fries and a Baja Blast. My dude's going to town today. You'd think he's coming up on a holiday or something, am I right? Yo. Thanksgiving? I've been needing this break. I've been looking forward to these holidays all year, let me tell you. Ooh, man. This is a riveting stream so far. It's just Monkey standing here. You know, me just chewing into the microphone. I'm gonna kill this burrito and then I'll play. So we're almost done. Don't you worry. I need to post in Patreon. We live, bucket bitches. You know, I'm not like a huge fan of Taco Bell, but sometimes it just hits, brother. It hits something fierce. Alright, he's ready for this monkey to clap some cheeks. Hoo-hoo! Oh, I just realized I've had my headphones on this whole time. And... headphones on this whole time, I can't hear a damn thing. Peach! Yeah, that's why I post. That's why I post. Easy reminder. Guys, I've completely forgotten how to play this game. Don't listen to me. I'm a fucking liar. I know how to play this game. Alright, guys. So, for a little bit of context, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we, uh-oh. This could be bad. Let's go. Oh, I forgot I got, like, no stand, brother. I forgot this is a fresh game. Okay. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we finished chapter 1. We met the guys, I'm just having a stroke right now. Holy cow. We met the black bear Guai. He was a big bad boy. We lived through the story of our master who was brought back from the dead, and the serpent man who was sort of a confidant of him was big, and we learned about Elder Jinchi and the tragedy of his greed and how his greed drove him to lust after the Kasaya that was being brought about by Sun Wukong and his master back in the Dizay. So again, keeping in mind the greater context of this is that Sun Wukong went on his journey to the west. He got ganked in the very beginning of the game, died, and we are on a quest to gather his relics and ideally bring him back from the dead. A little bit of foreshadowing, a little bit of world building, right? With that one guy that we already brought back from the dead. Isn't too great of a trend. Sometimes it goes bad with this whole necromancy thing. But that is where we've landed. And in chapter 2, we end up in this desert island sort of space. Sort of this sketchy, dank, dry. Dank's the wrong word. Dry. Ooh.
Stand ready.
What abilities do I have? I don't even know what I have. Where are you going, son? Do I have my parry yet? Whoop. Bow! Get shit on. Okay, so we have Guais, which are enemies. This is a rat Guai. Jesus, I need a refresher on this. Let me check our abilities real quick. We got relics. Did we already... We did not click our ability. Considerably increased focus, gained upon the consecutive light attack hits. That one's good. Unveiling strike, critical hit damage. Actually, I'm such a slut for critical damage and crits. Self-advance. Okay, we got Cloud Step. That's right. Do I want to spend abilities there? No. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we bought? We do have see-through, which is going to be big. Damage reduction upon a heavy attack. Damage up by smash heavy attacks. That honestly might be ideal just because I'd spam those. Heavy attacks that cost focus point. Deal additional damage to enemy based on the remaining health. That one's nice. And then each talent level slightly increases the health recovery upon consuming a focus point. Let me peep chat. Peach, may have been having a bad few days pain-wise, but my love is ordering me Japanese food, and I'm feeling better in general. Let's fucking go. I'm sorry about the pain. Hopefully a little casual Wukong and chill vibes before Thanksgiving. I almost said Halloween. It'll be a good time. Healthy diet must have things that are good for your body and your soul. That is so true. I didn't do the soul part for so long, and even though Bryce was lean, he was very sad. Very sad. Now he's better. Now he has Taco Bell occasionally. Let's see. Damaged up by all varied combos. Charging speed. Let's do that. And then extra damage based on remaining health. And then we'll also increase the damage down. Ooh, what do we unlock? When charging, perfect dodge, retain any focus. I suck with that one. Still perform varied combos. Let's go with... we'll do that. We'll get the talent point there. Boom. Okay. We're going very base skill heavy. Ooh. Oh, we got to get this one. Freaking A. Critical strike. Critical hit chance and the ability strike of Cloud Step. Okay. Don't mind me, team. We're just going to go get rid of all the red dots. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand when there are notifications in a menu. Okay, vessels. We know how to use these. This one, burn resistance, immunity to scorch damage from lava-covered terrain, and gradually increasing focus after using it. Okay. Spirit skills, yeah. Guys, I low-key might need to step away for a sec and change my controller out to a PlayStation controller, because this feels super weird doing this with my Xbox controller. So, give me 2 seconds, brother. Give me 2 seconds. All right, let's go. Hold on. What's going on here? These backwards? These headphones suck. Ready, guys? That was so quiet. That was so embarrassingly quiet. That was almost depressing. Crack open. Cold dew. right, let's switch these controllers. Here we go. All right, this immediately feels so much more natural. It's kind of crazy, actually. Movement speed, defense, critical hit chance. I think we're going to keep that. All right. All right, team. We're going to read through some of our lore here. That way we understand who we fought in the last realm. The wolf guys are from the previous chapter. The rat guys are in this chapter. So we're going to read through a couple of these teams and catch up on our mysteries. The wolf assassin. Hills and rivers, nature's way. Kindness grows like grass and wood. Plants may fade, then bloom in May. All shall still stand where they stood. Once upon a time, a young wolf followed a gray elder wolf to learn the art of hunting. Despite his cleverness and diligence, the young wolf struggled to catch any prey. One day, the pale elder commanded him to find food alone or face hunger. Then, the young wolf, hiding in the shadows of the mountains, finally managed to catch a rabbit. However, instead of eating it alive, he gently licked the rabbit's wounds, as if to heal them. The rabbit took the chance and fled into a pond, struggling to swim to safety. But the young wolf, in pursuit, forced it back into the water. Just as the rabbit was about to drown, the young wolf rescued it, softly nudging its head and helping it breathe. The rabbit woke up conscious but bewildered. Suddenly, the distant howl of the gray elder startled both of them. In his panic, the young wolf accidentally crushed the rabbit under his paw. Heartbroken, the young wolf wept bitterly. As the elder approached and inquired, it became clear. The young wolf couldn't bring himself to kill the rabbit, so he repeatedly spared its life. Yet, he also feared his own hunger. That's why he refused to let go. Acknowledged, the gray elder then advised, "Your false kindness brought misery. Instead of hesitation, both of you would have been better off with a swift end." The gray elder's words seemed to have dawned upon the young wolf. Later, it honed a lethal technique of hurling whirling blades from afar for stealth kills, believing this to be the ultimate form of mercy towards its adversaries. Yo, a humane death, I guess. You know, if you don't see it coming, you don't suffer from the knowledge of your inevitable death. I guess. Oh, we're going to learn today. Boom, the child is fine. Yeah, don't worry about it, you know. Kid fell off of a game. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what that means. So again, the rats are this section. We're going to learn a lot about these guys. So we're going to read these. These are probably going to be more of like one-off stories, just to kind of basically like that other one. It's like, hey, learn about the history of this kind of enemy, right? In a fun little story. We are going to learn about their lore as we go. I'll try to knock that out as much as I can in the course of this stream. But Rat Archer, an army of bows carved with long, that means dragon, the roar of shafts, a frightening song. Warring on, their archery glows, and with tactics, their glory flows. In the days when the kingdom of flowing sands warred against the Fuban, there was a company of warriors known as the Four-Feathered Army. Fuban is going to be an important name, hold on to that. Skilled archers they were, one and all, armed with repeating crossbows and great shafts, fletched with 4 feathers, capable of piercing... What just happened there? Capable of piercing even the strongest iron. Great was the joy of these soldiers when the weapons were placed into their hands, Jesus Christ, for they believed that with their hard-earned skills and such mighty tools of war, victory would be theirs, swiftly theirs, I should say. As darkness fell, the soldiers gathered to discuss the strategies they would employ. A veteran said, "Shoot its eye to blind it, and the bug won't be able to hit us." A young one said, "Shoot its heart to stop its breath, and the creature will perish." A brave one said, "Shoot its legs to cripple it, and let it wait for death." Long they debated, each seeking to sway the others, but none could be swayed. At last, they resolved to each follow their own strategy and see which would prevail on the field. The next day, the Four-Feathered Army lined up in neat rows. At the given signal, a storm of arrows were released. Yet each archer aimed as they judged best. Yet each archer aimed as they judged best, and not a single shaft found its mark in the same place as another. The hide of the Fuban was so thick that the rain of arrows served only to vex the creature. In the end, the valiant soldiers were scattered and put to flight. Alas, minds divided need not always agree, yet the strength of one alone has its limits. In unity lies strength, and only with a single purpose can the greatest deeds be accomplished. A fellowship divided against itself cannot endure, but is ever doomed to ruin. What can I say? You're going to want to work as a team if you're going to get this done. Oh, you work at an arcade and he kept climbing on a basketball game. Oh! Oh! That's crazy. Little kid fell on his back, brother? That's nutty. I once worked with a kid who was about 2 years old. Sturdy as all get out. Strongest 2-year-old I've ever met in my life. And when he got mad, he would leap into the air and throw his head back to the ground. And his skull would make contact with the ground before anything else. Every time I helicoptered that kid so hard because I literally had to snatch him out of the air so that he would not hurt himself. So I know that struggle very well. Okay, we move on to characters. Keeper of the Blackwood Mountain. If you remember in the first chapter, there was an old man who guided us. Keepers are basically like folks who live in certain areas and generally have like specific powers. And they tend to be like overseers of that area. They're supposed to be pretty good, but they can have negative effects on stuff like that. On the area, basically. I don't know if we're going to read this one. Just passing through. Leading master measure of merit, I worry that it was arrogant nature shall find an impossible state of trouble. The keeper thought carefully, what can a humble keeper do to help? If you chance one of them out, pass on these 2 spells. Basically, this guy, I believe, is implied to have taught Sun Wukong the ability to do the freeze time spell, which is what he did for us. So, should a monkey arrive, he teaches him that ability, but he's just an important guy for the location. We won't read these guys. We'll read them some other time, maybe. Rat Soldier. Here we go. Rat Soldier's important. We're going to read this, guys. Let's see. Rat Soldier. Helmets bright and halberds keen, marching where their war banners lean. To the border's drum they march in time, behind their shields their courage climbs. In Sandgate village a rat widow grieved. Her husband, devoured by the tiger vanguard, had left nothing behind but his sand shield, a royal reward. Her sons, born after their father's demise, were her last hope. Pointing to the shield, she decreed to her growing sons, "If you don't slay that tiger, you're no sons of mine." And so they trained with the second prince, vowing to take vengeance on the tiger vanguard. Among them one boy, frail and ill-suited for combat, loved ink and paper over spear and shield. His mother's scolding and punishments were frequent, forcing him to commit to the martial arts. He did try hard, yet his efforts only left him feeble and trembling. The same skill that took only a few days to acquire for his peers could take him weeks with no noticeable progress. Even the prince urged him to explore a different path. Therefore, the boy's enthusiasm for martial waned further. As his brothers donned red armor and golden shields, he stood alone, enduring more beatings and scorn. Once his mother went too far with her harsh words. "Better to be eaten by the tiger than remain useless at home," which drove him to steal his father's shield and spear to fulfill his mother's wish. The tiger vanguard knocked him down in 2 moves, mouth opened for a gulp. But stones were hurled, striking the tiger in his head. Startled, the tiger vanguard gazed around for the culprit. Some of the rats seized the moment, dragging away their kin from the tiger's grip. The vanguard turned to chase, but there stood the rat soldiers, those who had never ventured from the dunes. Now spears pointed, shields hoisted, a line of defiance so fierce they dared the tiger to challenge them. The tiger hesitated, and the rats left safely. That boy did later forsake the warrior's way, but he took up his bow alongside the rat archers. With a sharp mind and truer aim, he even saved his kin in turn. Nothing is stronger than baby and toddler strength. Honestly, they're freaks. They are such freaks. Okay, and then we did meditation spots already. Nifty. Alright, team. I'm a little unknown. Oh, what? Oh, I forgot about that guy. He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall. Let's go. We got him. Now this area, for some reason, has this soak. I don't know why. It's not a soak, a drink. It's like a little, this little I don't even know what this is, like, in reference to. This is something that, like, I know so much about Blacksmith Wukong and about Sun Wukong and the Journey of the West, but there's just so many cultural things that are, like, allusions to old stuff that is not well known in the Western world. And I wish I knew more. I need to do some more reading. Maybe there's like a super nerd out there who knows a ton of the details and can walk me through. Or maybe there's like a 5-hour video that will educate me on the ongoings. Now there are frogs in this here lake. And these frogs are uniquely bad. They explode when you kill them. Let's go. Pretty sure there's some collectibles here. Collectibles are one word. Consumable would be more accurate. Don't they? Don't they? There he is. There's a big guy here as well. Oh, I forgot about the frog. We're out of stamina. Oh, get dodged, nerd. Triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Let's go. Get doo-dooed on. What is this guy's deal? Lesser Yao Guai. Rat Governor. Oh, he's a man of the people, it seems. Welcome, Caden Crowell. Welcome, welcome. So we all agree we allow Bryce to babysit our children? No! No! I am really good with kids. But I am done babysitting, let me tell you. Welcome, Caden. Just for context, we're going to be playing a lot of Blacksmith Wukong. We're also going to be reading a lot about the story. I think a majorly slept on aspect of this game is how much education you get on like the real world historical culture of Chinese mythology and a very important story, which is Journey to the West, story of Sun Wukong. So we're going to be kicking ass. I'm also going to be reading a lot. I think these stories are really cool and really fun to keep in mind. So without being further ado, Rat Governor. Through omens, he sensed impending blight, yet he turned away, veering from the light. Unaware, the days of plenty ceased to flow. The nation, infested with rodents, lost its glow. In the same year that the kingdom of Sahali was renamed as Kingdom of Flowing Sands, the Rodent Reverence Edict was proclaimed throughout the country. This edict declared rats as celestial beings protected by the king's law, making it illegal to harm them. Whosoever breached this commandment would face the king's judgment. Hence, rat guais from across the land flocked to the kingdom. Again, rat guais being these guys we're fighting here. Although strife ensued between commoners and guais, none dared defy the king's decree. For the well-being of people, the scholars of the Royal Academy planned a petition to implore the segregation of rat guais to the southwest corner of the capital. Among these scholars, there was an elder who was deeply skilled in divination. On the day of the petition, right before the scholars were to meet the king, the elder divined for his career, which came out as a grave omen. Not an auspicious time for it, he told his students the omen in secret. I advise you to take sick leave with me today. However, his students faithful and young, heeded him not, and went forth gallantly. Just as the elder stepped outside the palace, the royal guards encircled the hall. Shouts of agony then filled the air, unfolding the bloodshed within. Hands covering his trembling ears, the elder slowly made his way home. After 3 kingless assemblies and a major court reshuffle, he was promoted to Grand Governor, a rank that bestowed him years of wealth and glory. But one day, as he peered into a bronze mirror, he noticed that his nose was elongated, and bristles had sprouted on both sides. Henceforth he forsook mirrors, knowing he would always bear a rat's visage, like all those absented from that petition. He absented from a petition and it turned him into a rat. Isn't that nifty? Isn't that nifty, team? Oh, I gotta get rid of the dots. I gotta get rid of the dots, guys. Let's see. I know that the Rat Knights were more Master Splinter vibes, but I'm just thinking about Sword Rat, just a bunch of little dudes with pointy, stabby things. So true, though. Been a minute. School and life are hard to keep up with. Also, my user was changed. Let me fix it. I'm Dino Nuggy. Dino Nuggies! Why that happened to everybody today? I don't know why everybody's stuff changed. But I should start Cheeky Nuggy Boy. Might pass out during stream. If I do, that's my bad. Hey man, no apologies needed here. You need sleep. You need big rest, brother. So no stress. In the words of Jesse McCartney, no stress, no stress, no stress. I've missed these streams. Well, we missed you, bud. I'm glad you could be here. This is one of my favorite ones because I love this video game. We're to see if this frog is going to let me bop him. I don't think he will. Oh, okay, we got the first bop off, and that's it. The second stagger failed? This is actually going to be so bad. This is going to be so bad. I'm actually terrible at fighting this guy. I won't let you guys. Ooh, oh, motherfucker. Oh. Bad moves. I should have dodged. Oh, I'm trolling. Guys, this is all a prank. I'm pranking you. Haha, prank. Get pranked. I'm pranking you. Frickin' A, I'm gonna die. Right here. Oh, I ran out of... Get parried, nerd? Oh, this is why I hate the frogs. Oh, you got the grab. I'm so dead. Fuck. Oh my good lord. Okay, fine. I won't lie. I'm really cracked at this game. You're gonna have to take my word for it. But man, is it a tough game to have like your full kit fleshed out and then to backtrack to a time when you had no skills. It is actually mad tough to go from like, here's a whole kit and armor and abilities and all this stuff. Oh. It's alright. That's fine. I honestly rushed that. I should have gotten to the shrine before doing him. Bryce, you should try Where the Winds Meet. I haven't heard of that one. What's it about? I'm wondering, is it like a single player game or... Ooh. I forgot about those guys. Who goes there? Oh, I'm getting trolled. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's not gonna work. Get shitted on? Okay, sweet. I will say, as Souls-like as this game is, I do appreciate that it's not as punishing. You know, if you die, you don't gotta go run back and get runes and shit. You just get XP in this game. Actually, am I stupid? We'll get the shrine first. The first time I played this game, I bulldozed that guy just by sheer luck and like spamming buttons. And ever since then, I've always been a lot more careful, and it has cost me the ability to just dog walk him. What's up, nerd? Get shit on. Let's go. I was given my first name from my great-grandpa's middle name. Why is that such a common thing? There's so many people who like my grandpa's name is my brother's middle name. It's very like, I don't know. Passing names down, it feels like such an ancient tradition, but it's interesting that it still goes on, you know what I mean? Let's see. My dad's middle name is my middle name. My last kept secret. Peach Tea is a family name. I feel like that's a joke, but I can't tell. I don't like the name Robert. Bobbert's a good one. Bobbert, I love that. It's a great nickname. Oh, that's right. I forgot I haven't even upgraded my gear. In Cloud Step, I don't really care for that one. Deals distributed upon crashing their mobilization. This one's ideal. Bronze Brocade. We got 2 silk, so we only got 2 items to make. Or we could do 3 if we do these guys. Full my attack. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Sure. Yeah. Boom. Equip, and then, okay. We gotta go get silk, y'all. Craft weapons? Can we craft this, or did I just spend all my materials? Oh! I can craft the twin. Model increases the damage of light attack combo finishers. The effect is massively enhanced when fighting in water. You know what? Let's do it. It's gonna help us clap that frog's cheeks. You guys know how much I love clapping frog cheeks. Pause. Mind core. Mind coring these nuts. Am I right, team? Or am I right? Actually, now that we just bought that, I think I can just make the gear. Jade Lotus. We're going to need to come back and buy a lot of these guys. Shock Coin, Tonifying Decoction, Invasive Streptococcus. Alright, let's actually let's make that. Craft armor. Monkey mask. Bronze monkey mask. Alright, now we're gonna freaking clap that frog's cheeks. Let's go. But before that, we gotta talk to our friend. Guys, you're about to meet my favorite person ever. Alright, chat, I'm gonna stand right here. We are about to meet an animal. What animal do you think it is? Is it A, cat, B, dog, C, frog, or D, lizard? I will go ahead and wait for your responses. I could just make a poll. I'm going to see if I can make a poll. Hold on. How the frick do you make a poll in this game? You know, dude, streaming in... Here we go. All right, so it's cat, dog, frog, lizard. Liazard, that's how I put it in. We got a poll going. Quick, put your answers in. Quick, put the answers in. Let's go. Backstory match was a 2-parter, and the sequel is a doozy. 67% of you said lizard. All right? And you're all throwing. We end the poll. I can't believe none of you guys guessed a dog. That's right. He's a puppy. But he looks like a fox.
A good moment. One of my formulas was swallowed by a
Petty frog.
Stay in health.
Oh, sorry, Bobby.
A deity like myself.
Apologies,
will
Bobber.
not short you.
Oh. Caught a cramp. Anyway, we can't really help him. Why? We have to kill the frog first. I should have gone the back way. Ooh, he's still got to hit off. Get shit on, nerd. I hate that doesn't stagger. Ooh, but I get staggered, that's for sure. Oh, he cut me off. Why didn't that stagger? I'm getting trolled now, guys. Oh, too early, too early. Oh, too early again, brother. Brother bear. Oh, there we go. Let's go, and he can't dodge. Let's go. Let's go. And he dies right here. Whoop, whoop. Wow! Let's go. I wish I could teabag. Get dookied on. Absolute troll. We slay the frog. Ooh! A new anecdote. Don't mind me. Just getting rid of the red dots. Reading about the frogs is a must. The frogs are so good. Let's see. Long Li Gaba. With swollen belly, strange skills arise. A frog's croaks can summon thunder's cries. No long, again that is dragon, needed to call the breeze. In shallow waters, frogs' songs please. Here we must speak once more of that wandering Taoist. He passed through the kingdom of Hami, and ever since his encounter with the frog guai, he had made it his mission to hunt such guais. Far and wide he sought their traces. On a day he came unto a valley where croaks echoed, crackling with eerie flashes. Joy rose in his heart, and he hastened to the riverbank. There he set up a makeshift altar to subdue the yaoguai in the river. Incense and candles were lit for the offerings. Then, with his cap removed and hair unloosed, the Taoist traced the 3 seals of power with vermeil cinnabar, and drew the banishing sword. He mumbled and muttered the spells he knew. Then his roar shook the air. "Thus be Lord Lao's decree!" With a flash of his sword, he snatched up a seal and flung it skyward. A plume of flame flared and vanished. The frog guai in the valley, startled by this commotion, sprang from the water. A great yellow frog, clad in hues between green and blue, different from the last. The Taoist, seeing the yaoguai spring forth, swiftly lifted. These are tongue twisters, brother. Swiftly lifted a second seal. It flared up in a trice, and a raging wind followed. As the 3rd seal caught light, pealing thunder cracked from the lowering clouds. Both the Taoist and the yaoguai were startled, hands flying to their heads. As silence fell, they looked up to see trees blasted and split, while the storm above broke and scattered. The Taoist froze, then scrambled to ready his brush for 3 more seals. The frog guai, unhurried, drummed its belly. The sky stood unchanged, but with each stroke, a dozen shafts of golden light lanced out, each striking down close around the Taoist. Tumbling and rolling, the Taoist could scarcely evade the beams of light. Then the frog guai gaped its maw and spat out a swarm of electrifying tadpoles. No matter how the Taoist dodged, they pursued him relentlessly until he fled in utter rout. Alas, in matters of renown, it is common to judge power by the intricacy and grandeur of one's methods. There might be some wisdom in that. He has the drip, but it's actually mucus and not related to his fashion. Oh. Yeah, Electric Tadpole is good choice by the game makers. It's, honestly, the fights in these are also just super good and clever, so one of my faves. A note for the journeys. Anytime you hear about the Wandering Taoist, they're referring to Oh my god, every name is escaping me right now, so that might be a good thing though. In the very beginning of the game, we fight somebody named Erlang. That's his name, Erlang, Erlang, and he is referred to as the Wandering Taoist. So anytime we hear about him in the stories, we're referring to the guy who, as far as we have seen, killed Sun Wukong. What about frog mucus? What are we talking about? Dino, I'm sorry. Does freshwater logs leak mucus? So it turns out the frog mucus question is more complicated than anticipated because it's kind of like turtles. All tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises. All toads are frogs, and frog groups do secrete mucus, but only some frogs. But like I never considered a toad a frog. I still don't know the difference. I won't lie to you.
How wondrous! Man follows earth. Earth follows sky. Sky follows Tao. Tao follows nature. These common pills, I grant you. Hereafter, you may craft more yourself at the shrines. I must retrieve a furnace forthwith. Pray forgive my departure.
He's so fancy. He's so polite. That's our boy. That's our boy Zhu Dog. That's right. Dog is his last name. Honestly, he gives fantastic Mr. Fox, that's for sure. He's honestly the OG. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He's sick as fuck. Also, moment of silence for the meditation. Oh. This game literally makes me stop and rest. It's my favorite thing. Okay, we've bought a lot of staff stand stuff. I think now it's time to commit to actually being able to do shit. So, staff spin. Each talent system increases engagements to the large starter attack. That one's nice. Health, crit, and stamina. Honestly, I cannot get enough stamina. It is objectively my favorite thing to have. I could go without health, but man, not being able to finish a combo because you ran out of stamina, basically a throw. All right, team. I am going to go this way just so you guys get the cutscene, but I hate going this way. And you will learn why soon enough. How did I ruin it with the Bing? It was perfectly timed. The Bing happens in the thing. It was ideal. You couldn't ask for a more ideal situation. Can you target this man, please? Should have done that. I hate these guys. These guys are so tough. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bow! Get dookied on, brother. Oh, please. Oh, let's go. I hate these cap heads, whatever the frick they're called. Nice. Got a rare material. Ling Shiling. You know what? I don't think I've ever read this one. Deep in the woods beneath the trees, where mountains green and waters please, it guards its friends with gentle ease, but gathers strength when threat it sees. Sorry, I just looked at the chat. I saw you got a hate comment on the Gym Lingo short. Was that y'all's first? Oh, no. I mean, plenty of people have gotten mad at us for other stuff. That dude's wild. I mean, like, calling me a liar because I referred to how people use gym lingo and it's all just, you know, a lot of it is just food based. He's like, you lied. I'm like, just because I didn't mention the other ways that people do that doesn't mean I lied, you weirdo. So anyway, I have no problem with hate comments. It's free engagement. Speaking of which, this is actually a perfect segue. On Instagram, there's a post where I'm explaining Dungeons and Dragons poorly to Taylor, and Taylor's playing dumb. Where I'm like, "Do you know Dungeons and Dragons?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Do you know video games?" "Yeah." "Well, video games, oh, it's too complicated. My head hurts." We're going back and forth and doing a couple bits there, and I say that the history of TTRPGs is that people who played video games got bored of TTRPGs, and they got bored of video games and then made paper video games, basically. And some guy commented and said, "This is." Hold on, I gotta go look up the actual comment here. It's honestly so beautiful. Again, people raging is. I don't have any problem with it because it's just like. Why are you mad? You were just scrolling online and nothing happened. Like, one dude got mad because we misspelled a subtitle or something like that. I'm like, dude, you just watched a free video. Why are you mad about the subtitle being off? So this guy goes, "This is so fucking ass backwards. TTRPGs came well before video games." And I decided to take this up as a moment to just quadruple down on the whole thing. So I go, fact check. Actually, video games were made by Robert Video Game in 1997, and the first TTRPG was made by Gerald Gygax only in 2004, so you'll need to read up on the timeline. Somebody else chimed in on the thread and goes, "Gary Gygax first published D&D in 1974. So I followed up with, naturally, is, "You must be mistaken." This guy comes back and goes, "It's fairly simple to look it up. Not to mention D&D was a staple in the 90s. 2 to 5 million monthly in the late 90s. So I follow up with, "Source?" question mark. He links me the Wikipedia page. So I went into the HTML and I modified the text on it. So it just said Gerald Gygax is responsible for making Dungeons and Dragons in 2004, and just said, "I don't know what to tell you, coach. Sure looks like Gerald Gygax didn't put D&D out until 2004. So anyway, I've been having a blast. I absolutely love when people get mad at us doing absolutely nonsense shit. So bring them on. It's free. It's free engagement. It's free real estate, and it's just, I got no problem with it. It's super fun. Poopy Grumpy Bud, who said he was lying just to make a bad joke. Yeah, that's true. Also, the joke was funny. I thought it was clever. Honestly, as somebody who's worked out for most of my life, I made that realization like literally not even 3 months ago, and I thought it was pretty funny. So, and Insta hasn't realized I like y'all and doesn't feed me your shorts like I get them on here. Yeah, Insta's a little weird too. If you're in the Reels tab, it's not good at giving you the people you follow. That's why I'm always having to post it on stories. It's a weird one. But we are posting like crazy on there. I mean, if you've watched our shorts on YouTube, then you've watched them on Instagram. We're not really making custom stuff. We might, but that's unlikely just because I don't like the idea of like, we want Patreon to be the place that people land. And if we're making custom content on Instagram and then, you charge $5 for an Instagram subscription or whatever, then it's like, I'm not a fan of like splitting that. Though I don't have a problem with like posting. Anyway, literally a girl my age came and brought me a pie. Oh, dude, okay. Girl your age is flirting with you. You should take that as a sign of marriage and commit way too hard. Yeah, am I right, fellas? In the Highland bounds, a famed-wine estate thrived, renowned for its medicinal brews. These beverages, with their enchanting aroma and exquisite flavor, were beloved by the people, and its business flourished. The master of the estate had 2 sons, coming of age, noble in their aspirations yet prideful in their hearts. Cared not for the art of brewing, they spent their time seeking the company of heroes, heedless of their father's admonishments. It was at this time that a bereaved family in the village uncovered a disturbing incident, the desecration of their loved one's grave. The villagers gathered there, only to discover the shattered coffin lid and clusters of fungi where the corpse should have lain. Such sporadic incidents had occurred before, yet remain unresolved, prompting the brothers to uncover the truth. Day after day, they scoured the mountains until one fateful night, as the two stealthily returned home in the darkest hour, they caught a glimpse of a figure disappearing into their brewery cellar. They pursued the presumed thief, only to discover a monstrous creature capped with a blood-red lingxi mushroom. Without hesitation, the brothers lunged forward, slaying the creature on the spot. The sounds startled the master, who arrived only to find the lingxi creature lying dead. Filled with a mix of anger and frustration, he revealed that the creature was in fact the brewer of the finest beverage of the estate. His sons, who had been intent on showcasing their conquest, were filled with shame and regret, and dared not utter another word. Their business dwindled in the years that followed, a once grand manor in disarray. Unable to endure the situation any longer, the brothers resolved to leave home in search of a new life. Prior to their departure, the aged master hosted a grand feast, bidding farewell to them alongside relatives and friends. Curiously, after their departure, the business suddenly flourished once more. Only the master knew the reason behind it. Every midnight, two monstrous beings, bearing an uncanny resemblance to his sons, with lingxi mushroom caps atop their heads, would toil to craft the finest brews for the brewery. Anyway, good stuff. Yep. Good stuff. All right, guys. I've been doing a lot of reading. Not a lot of ass kicking. I'm going to commit to putting the reading down for a little bit here and make some good progress. We got two big sections here with a couple of thickums, boys. A couple of big and nasty. Women are not scary and mean. People are scary and mean, and sometimes people are women. You hear that? You hear that, folks? Sometimes people are women. That's right. So you need to be nice to them. You got that? All right. Now that that's settled, I'm about to kick some ass. Yeah, honestly, if she gave you a pie and you'd be talking regularly, you just be homies. Just make a new friend. It's only scary to talk to new women if you are unwilling to just be friends. If you don't need anything else from them, then it's just as easy as talking to a random dude you met in class. I can't believe I just fell down. I cannot believe I just fell down, brother. Well, and a phone number. Is Dippo low-key sexy? What the frick? I mean, you're a bucketeer, so that definitely makes you sexy inherently. But are you like low-key sexy? Dippo face reveal when? Just kidding, you don't have to do that. I forgot that this area is just an absolute fucking nightmare because of these dingbats. Oh! I'm being trolled, they're trolling me. God, I forgot about these stupid archers. Oh! I'm being trolled. This is why I don't go this way, because you go around them if you go the other way. Will they jump down? Well, the question is, will they jump down? I don't think they will. I think they just stay up there. Okay, they definitely don't want you going this way, so I won't. But there is a little collectible over here. Ow! Jeepers, man! Give a moose a muffin for crying out loud. Same Bobby, hi Scooby. Bobby, you're shredded. Who's shredded wheat? I'm afraid to talk to women, that's why I'm single. Listen, man. If you go into every engagement with a girl identical to how you would go at it with a bro, minus any weird innuendos you might be inclined to make, You know, because dudes are just degenerate by default. You're going to be in really good hands. And honestly, if the vibes are chill, the vibes are chill. You just got to be okay with people not liking you. And then you'll be okay with women not liking you. And then shooter's going to shoot. Shooter's going to shoot. I have only ever met one 100% straight woman. I didn't think they existed until recently. Speaking of being shredded, Bryce physique reveal win. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, team. It is very difficult. I think we went over this. Right now, between the amount of hours I have to put in at work, because I mean I'm literally there 8 to 5 on an average day, and I'm at this point I'm barely leaving the office at like 6. And getting Bucket off the ground is like my just absolute highest priority, bar none. I am going to put getting jacked on the back burner. It's a little unfortunate because I love working out, and I'm still going to lift, right? Like, I'm by no means putting down the barbell or anything. But I am absolutely toning it back on like the food tracking and the like 5-day split and stuff like that. Like, there's a realm I still get pretty diced in the course of it, but I'm just not gonna put as much stress into it. Right now, I come home, I edit shorts, I edit videos, and if I have time, I'll work out. So. Unfortunately, Bryce will not be getting jacked until later. But I give you my word, when Bucket is in a place where I can let it sit and not have to kind of coach it along all the time, I will take 6 months and get absolutely fucking peeled, diced, shredded, fucking, damn, think of another one, yoked, hammed. I'm about to get steezed up. I'm about to get thick as fuck. Oh, I'm throwing. Ah, he's gonna pop it. Oh, die. What a troll, brother. Oh, I forgot that blow up. Shit. That was good. We're gonna lift this bucket so high people are gonna think we set it up for a water dump break. Oh yeah. What's happening? Who whose age? I've said before 17. What is that, Dippo? Wait, I forget who Caden is. I can't remember if that's Dippo or that's Dippo. Or no, that's Nuggies. Dino Nuggies. Honestly, at my age, women are more likely to be normal and good people than guys my age are, which actually makes it easier to be friends with them. Exactly. Statistically, people your age, my poor man, are deep in some kind of incel pipeline, or if they're consuming gym content, they're turning into like weird neo-Nazi conservative freaks. Everybody thinks woke is cringe when woke is actually based and also hot. And people your age don't get it. Well, it's all right. They'll learn. Unless you're a fresh pede, what are those going on? Nah, I know your age and your whole name. Lucky for you, I'm not a creep, not a weirdo. I'm a menace to Peach Society. Actual peaches, not third-person peach talk. I'm assuming you mean because you body pretty much any food related to peaches. I'm 19. I've had the opposite experience. Listen, man, it's all just statistics. Go somewhere else and you'll find some nice people. That's pretty much all it is. Oh my God, this one guy said he was gonna punch his girlfriend in the stomach if she was pregnant. Who the fuck taught you to be like that? Dog, that man should be reported to the authorities. That's not a bad person. That's a villain. That's Darth Vader's nephew, brother. That's crazy. Crazy talk. Holy cow. I've learned my autocorrect has learned Dino's full name in all caps and corrects it. I forgot what this soak is, team. I forgot what this Provo soak is. What is this? I need to be able. I don't want to use this. Equip. This is an amplification pellet. I think I go left with these. Yeah, I go left with these, and then tiger subduing. Okay. Evil repelling. That's up. Okay, I think we're good there. I get to vote in the midterms, though, which is great. Yeah, we need champs. We need champs. Do vote. Do vote. Vote ethically instead of selfishly. And do your research, man. Read up on the peeps.
Mule in the corner.
Ah, let's go, nerd. Head slam. Pow! Ugh. Oh, bad. Ooh! Drink up! Ah! Drink up! Let's go. Oh, fuck. I hate these archers, bro. They're such trolls. What are you doing down here? How did you even do this? There's literally, you can't deal with it. Oh, my goodness. Alright, we're gonna kill these archers, and then I'm gonna... Oh, I forgot about this dude. Fuck. Wait, what? He's supposed to be back in that building. How did he spawn already? That's insane. Oh, I don't have the combo. Oh, that's what's going on. I was like, why am I not finishing my combo? That's an ability. Wait, there's two? I don't remember there being two. What the fuck? Jeepers, man. I'm so being trolled. Okay, and absorb. I will eat any Peachy Peach flavor thing. Depot, we can't eat, we can't without Emmy. Wait, we're doing what? Peach, when we were gonna go eat concrete together. That is definitely an Emmy mandatory, Emmy nominated activity is what that is. Also just realized her name is Emmy. As the award. Yes, definitely an Emmy nominated activity. Can't be done without Emmy. Wait, real talk. Why is almost all content made for young men right now either fashion, sexist, or encouraging an eating disorder? Huh? I mean, the thing is that's always been the that's always been the grift, the meta, so to speak, in trying to profit off of vulnerable populations. It's just that now there's like a concerted effort. There's always going to be a backlash to whatever's happening, and there's been a big concerted effort to evolve language and be a lot more thoughtful with the way you speak. People who want to make money off of the conflict spin it as, hey, people are trying to tell you what you can and can't say, and that's where you get like Jordan Peterson nut jobs who get propped up by oil interests funded by the Heritage Foundation, oil tycoon freaks, and they spin being polite and collaborating with society as being controlled and emasculated, whatever that even means, as opposed to just letting people be good people. So it's an age-old grift, but it's a sad one nonetheless, and now there's just a way to monetize that, so there's even more incentive. I fear for the future. I've got younger cousins who are going to grow up in this environment on the internet. I don't want them being hurt or turning evil. I will say, everybody gets hurt. It's the turning evil part that you have absolute control over. You know what I'm saying? It is the turning evil part that works. And I've found the best way to handle this is to be sick as fuck yourself and woke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying woke in an ironic way. I just mean educated and nice, right? Like, the real win is just to be super chill and also dope as fuck. And that way when the kiddos see you, there's like that dude who's trying really hard and he's loud and obnoxious in like a mean way and he puts other people down. And you can just be like, see, kid, that's cringe as fuck, dude. That's not 6'7". This shit is skibbity 6'7". Let me tell you how to actually riz the huzz. Ask them their name and then be interested in them. GG, You gotta know what's cool to the kiddos. And if you're sick as fuck, they'll be like, whoa, I need to be sick as fuck like that dude. Let's see. The real answers for the people to mislead the newer generation of men into what society wishes they wanted to know by showing the children or boys this affects their thought process. I'm not vulnerable. Bobby, we're all vulnerable. Humans want to believe humans. I'm glad I had the goats. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. Honestly, yeah, those guys were chill and funny and espoused some really epic ideas. They carried a generation. Although my young age being that of Dino Nuggies, I've studied how internet affects the human mind. He's well-read. We love a well-read king. Learned the pi came with a number and got... I was going to type hi to you when I learned the pi came with a number, and I got too excited. Hi, Skippy. How are you? Okay. Let's talk to these rats.
Move! Now! Stop poking around here! If them two heads lay eyes on us, we're both done for.
Two heads. Remember the man with two heads who blew up?
Us to exile. We'd hoped to rebuild with the rat sage's guidance, but I saw that vanguard of his feasting upon... Our king has lost his way. Escape was the only choice.
Okay, so these two rats are referring to the two-headed guys who were going to kill them if they came out. And then the king has gone
The two
mad.
heads are the best fighters.
And now, they are hunters of their own kin.
Their own
We'll
kin.
starve hiding here. Let's get out and get this over with. Why are you still here? Don't put me in danger. Be off. I'd never take part in slaying kin. Now that you have rid me of them, it's time for me to go. With a blinded king, we can never rise again. We must find the missing prince.
The third prince? But
He's against rats, remember?
Look at us now. He won't even recognize us. Not one bit.
The king honored rats. That's why the third prince left. Some claim to have seen him far away, somewhere in Buddha's realm in the west.
Ooh, Buddha's realm in the
We
west.
must find it then. But where? And how? The king honored rats.
So there's a
Some
third
claim
prince
we must find it then.
who has a problem with the rat honoring the king did, but he might be helpful to these guys. These guys need to escape. It's not safe for them here. Oh shit, I forgot about that guy. You fucking... I'm so mad at that guy for falling down. It's such an awkward spot. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't gonna go down. Oh, get patted, casual. Get fucking patted. Oh shit, I forgot about that guy. Poink. Let's go. Oh, I ran out of stamina. See, you run out of stamina, you can't follow up with a last hit. You gotta have stamina. Just watch the guy die on Instagram, brother. You gotta do something about that feed of yours. Definitely not interest and report that content, brother. That's crazy, man. The internet's wild. I remember when I used to have to go to, like, live leaks, you know? I think everybody under the age, I guess over the age of 25 right now, who was on the internet for any meaningful length of time, has seen the same graphic video on live leaks. And now, that shit's just on TikTok, you know, with 0 views coming up on your feed. It's kind of nutty. Wait, did you just make an account? Why'd you just make an account? You did not make an account to follow us. I know you didn't do that. You don't need that. You don't need that, brother. Uh-oh, here we go. Hold on. Fuck this guy. Bow! Get shitted on. No friends. Loser. Brand new Instagram account. Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty toxic. I can't imagine what a brand new TikTok account would be. I think it'd be Charlie D'Amelio still, weirdly enough. A couple of corporate accounts, and then something just horrific would show up. I just know it. Ugh. Just watching that. I just got a bad concussion. Every other reel is a death, car crash, injury reel. I don't got that in me. I don't got that in me. I'm not built like that no more. The thing is, I can tolerate it. I just don't want to. You know? Alright, peep this, peep this, peep this. Earth wolf. You guys seeing the wolf? I'm not seeing the wolf. Oh, way too early. Oh, early again, brother. God, even my Jorg, dude, my jar gourd. Oh, he interrupted my charge. I forgot what's happening here. Ooh. My gourd, that's the word. My gourd does not heal me very much. Way too early. Oh man, I just fall for that feint every time. Oh, okay, didn't expect that to hurt. I usually just bulldoze this man. Well, get him. Let's go. Ow, brother. All right, I'm getting trolled. Oh, I think I die here. Oh, I can't believe that missed. Fine, I'll transform. Oh, that missed, brother! I'm getting so trolled right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even know what I'm cooking here. Oh, I'm all out of mana too. Frick. Oh! 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 Oh my goodness. Guys, it is so hard to go from I'm on like new game +7. To do this with no abilities, I had to kill all those archers again. Ah! Fuck, dude. Oh my goodness. What a joke. I forgot I have level ups. Okay, where's the one after 6? I need the one that lets me maintain my... This is the one I gotta go for. Reduces the stamina cost of dodging. I should have done sprinting, but whatever. Oh my goodness. Instagrammers, how I first found out about the bucket. Well, you know, on our Instagram page is crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me. We didn't do anything special, and we somehow got 11K folks on there, and like we average like 300,000 views a month at this point. The thing is, I think I understand the consumption habits of Instagram, even though I myself am not an avid Instagram user, more than anything else. Shorts I don't understand. TikTok, I'm an avid user, and so I just know that our content is bad for TikTok. But like Instagram, something about like podcast format stuff is just so well on Instagram. So I think we just got lucky with Meat. Meat went crazy, and that was like the first time anything did well. And now it's like, there's like an actual... Oh my good lord, you freaking turd muffin. How? That backswing was crazy. Instagram is nutty. I'm hoping to recreate that same magic on YouTube, honestly. But we gotta start cutting YouTube content. I think the podcast is a suboptimal format for YouTube growth, which is why we're working on the stream videos. But we're gonna keep cutting it. Don't worry, we like having fun. So the main series isn't going anywhere. Don't worry about that. How freaking dare you, brother? Quit shooting me! Oh, what's going on here? Get rid of these. No, there's still. There it is. We'll do the journal later. My reels are dinosaurs and politics. That's a good feed. I won't lie. I request an audience with your king. Come here. Wait, Tito, and obey. Oh, he walked right into it. No, he dodged. What a turd. No, I'm actually choking. I'm actually so choking, guys. Oh. What's up, jerk? Oh my goodness. Oh, how did that not? I wanted to see through so bad. Come on, come on, come on. That hit, bro? I was so high in the air. Oh. I just keep falling for that feint, bro. It's on such a delay. See, that's the thing about these kinds of games that I actually kind of enjoy, is that no matter how good you get, you can always just choke. You can, like, there's no such thing as a boss that you, like, can easy mode through. You can on, like, they call it the revenge tour when you finish the game for the first time. Like, that first run through, you're kind of just destroying everybody. Oh, let's go. Okay, huge, huge, huge. Whoa! Alright, whatever, dude. Come on, jerk off. Oh, I thought I was doing my... Ah, the yell! Come on, come on. He runs so far on that. Why can I not get a single see-through off on this guy? There we go! Boom! Whoa, he's alive. That's crazy. Anything. Get shit off. Alright, pro tip if you're ever going to play this game. This will fully refill your gourd. So, drink your gourd fully before doing this, bitch. Alright, here we go. Where is it at? It's kind of stressful though with politics. Yeah, I just can't wait for every single social media feed is now about weddings part of my life to be over. But we're saying Anna. I don't see Anna anywhere. I don't see Anna anywhere. I don't see Anna anywhere. Anna, all the names have changed. It's scary. Oh, I see the full name, Anna Kinkmera. I'm wondering if this is because I'm doing a stream and it's usually a sheep wave thing. I don't know. I might have broken it because it's on my end. Hello, Anna. I always saw my V-Bucks on emotes and I don't have enough for next season. Dog, I tried to play Fortnite. I really did. I really did. I feel like I missed the wave. I feel like I missed the wave. The sheep wave, that is.
What brought you here?
Oh, guys, do y'all remember the horse? Our big buff horseman?
I don't need your help. Fate binds us, sir. From the Blackwind Mountain to here, we meet again. So,
Rats. They tied me up on sight for no reason. Joking, they'd prepare me for their king's table. This place crawls with Yaoguais eager for a bite.
I
Don't
didn't
worry.
talk to
They
you.
bite into me, they'll bite more than they can chew.
Do you guys remember this guy when he met the last time at the Blackwind Mountain? He was looking to speak with the Black Bear Guais. He said his master was looking for some way to like gain strength or something like that.
This place is a jumble of rats and cats, all at each other's throats.
This is Horse Daddy.
The Yellow Wind Sage keeps silent. How
Yellowwind
odd.
Sage.
Who would swear fealty to such a king? Let's make haste and go. Never linger at a peril such as this. Just leave. These rats are no match for me. I can make my own way out. You are a skinny one, but these rats aren't picky eaters. Flee. The quicker the better. I won't die here with my task undone. There are too many eyes around here. We'll meet again if fate wills it.
All right. We exhausted his dialogue. Guys, look back here. It's a well. This will matter later. Okay. We killed the wolf. That's totally not a wolf and definitely just some strange amalgamation of parts and fire. Now, the archers will come down from the roof. Boy, you can't shoot me before I've had a chance to get out of the cutscene. Ooh, brother. How dare, how dare, how dare, how... Alright, this is bad. I forgot how much of a problem these dudes are. Whoa! What just happened? I got kicked out of my invis. Oh my goodness. Please transform my back in here. I can't believe I had to transform for some dude. I won't lie, without the staff spin, the archers are just impossible to deal with. It's literally... you're just hard countered at that point. Boom! Let's go, nerd. This is bad. This is problematic. I need to heal. Oh! Oh, fuck! Oh, I'm getting trolled. What Fables have you read so far? Controller and mouse are different. I use Xbox, so I have to use controller. Honestly, controller's easier, low-key. So bad at Fortnite, I'm sensitive and slow, just like a better chance of shooting, but I don't know, everything left my brain when a girl came into Dippo's place of work and looked up the whole pie and her phone number. Yeah, honestly, we found out Dippo's mad sexy, and like, the ladies just drop him off food and means of communication just for no reason. You know? They're just like, give me some of that Dippo. Give me the Dippo Hippo, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know why I asked you that. I'm just making shit up. Oh, watashi wa get fucking shit on, nerd. Boom! Fuck you. Die? I'm begging you. Jesus, what was that? That dude just ran in circles. That was crazy. That was crazy. Dippo saved some game for the rest of us. What I gotta do to get a pie from someone at work. We all wish we were Dippo. Although I don't need the women. I have my woman. She is all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Lion King 1.5, anyone? Anyone? Has anybody seen Lion King 1.5 and knows it well enough to know what song I was referencing? Because I feel like nobody watched that movie. Objectively, it's the best of the Lion Kings. I'm just going to say it. Lion King 1.5, better than 1 and 2. Better than 1 and 2. Better than 1 and 2. I went to a Japanese import store this weekend. I got a Pokemon mini and a Kirby mini. And I'm about to drink a Hello Kitty apple jelly boba drink that is so fucking cute. I almost didn't say any of that. Little pretty princess. Yes, you are, princess. Oh God, that's my new bit at work. At work, it's common for all of me and my coworkers to they'll be like, "Hey, can you come down here? Also, can you walk down here to talk to me?" Implying like, "Hey, can you come down here?" You know, as in like seaman. and then, you know, leading to that joke. Instead of saying and, what I've started doing is going, hey, can you come down here and speak with me, princess? And, man, I should be fired. I don't know how I have a job, but I'll tell you right now, it's funny every time. It is funny every single time. People needs to contact her because, like, I've seen some of my women friends, and they're just as nervous to talk to guys as guys are to talk to women. I mean, yeah, we're all people. All right, crack the knuckles. It's boss time, nerds.
Son, I hear you loud and clear. How can I not know your sufferings? But before our master returns from the valley, we've got to tough it out. Tough it out to survive. The lads went out to see the altar the other day. Said it's stinking worse than ever. And covered in bones. Not from men or livestock, but littered in the remains of our kin. Curse that furry jackass! Ooh, just wait until Master hears about this!
So bear in mind, this is the Rat King and the second Rat Prince. The third Rat Prince was referred to by those two guys in the hut, who said they were going to go seek him in the west because he might be better to them.
What's that smell? Aye, that's fresh meat, delivering itself all the way to this dump for our lunch.
Alright guys, now the question I have for chat is, should I kill Papa and make this guy super angry, or should I kill the son and let the dad run away? I'm gonna set up killing Papa, and if you guys say otherwise, can you please break it, mister? I need you to break this. I need you to break this. Come on! Oh, fuck! Papa, Papa's on the ground. How did that not see through? That's crazy. I'm gonna kill Papa. Or, more accurately, I'm gonna get Papa real low, and then I'll kill him after I found the other guy low. Because the problem is, if you kill Papa first, this guy gets some red. I ran out of stamina? I hate being this low level, brother. Truly devastating. Ooh, let's go. You didn't get staggered from that? Holy cow. I mean, it's apparently huge. Oh, Papa hit me in the middle of my combo, you freaking turd. Oh, didn't expect that third one. Won't lie to you. I'm so early on that. Jeepers, man! I didn't even heal! Alright, we'll get some focus. Oh, the third one. He keeps getting me on that backswing. What's happening here? What is happening here? So where's Papa? Is he over here? Ugh! Oh! Alright, listen. I'm gonna do this my way. If I stand in the way between him and his Papa, Papa constantly hits me. Oh! Oh, no way, bro! He's pranking me, he's pranking me. Oh! I'm so low level, it's insane, bro. Where is Papa? Is he up on this ledge? Jesus. Oh, he's over there now. He's over there. Fuck. Oh, bad. Oh, very bad. Okay, okay. We're gonna leave Papa right where he's at. Oh, okay. Camera fucked me up there. Alright, now I'm fucking myself up. Ah, boom, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Yo! Bro, that was a frame perfect snipe. He hit me with like he went duh, 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 before there's nothing I could be done there. Nothing to be done there. I got fucking clapped. Oh my god, that was crazy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Nothing to be done there. Oh my word. Makes each initial dodge more agile and flexible. Flexible? What the fuck, dude? Heavy attacks, cost of foot, deals additional damage, each time charging speed, stamina cost, health recovery. Let's reduce the cost of sprinting, I think. Goodness gracious. Wait, can I craft something better? That was crazy. Oh! Alright, craft. Let's see what we got for weapons. Oh, consider critical. Yeah. Yeah. And who are you? I happen to be a hero. What's going on? Sorry, I don't know why I'm screaming. I'm just gonna call out. Nobody knew my Lion King 1.5 reference. I'm disappointed in all of you. Also, what did I just reference? I said, yeah, and who are you? I happen to be a hero. What's it from? What's it from? What's it from? I'm expecting to see the answer in the next, like, 40 seconds, okay? Keeping in mind I'm on a strong delay here. Hi, everyone. Who is Jill Blue? Keep in mind, your username has been torched by YouTube for some reason. So if we know you by somebody else, we don't know you anymore. Also, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Get duty on, nerd. Fucking turd. Peach did. She referenced it. I didn't see 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 it. Also, I can't go back. Bow! Get shit on. Peach, are you the only one who's seen Lion King 1.5? Because I feel like that is such a peak movie. It's kind of... I'm actually sad that more people have not seen that flick. It's so good. Dig a ton, dig a ton. When you're done, you dig a big ton. Dig a ton, dig a ton. Quick before the hyena come. Ready and... Oh, he missed. What a nerd. Oh, get parried! Loser! Headshot, headbutt. No! I threw! I can't believe I just did that. Whoa, whoa! Rush that for sure. Whoa! Oh, he threw it. That 6-hit pile of doo-doo is so annoying. Whoa! I do not know how that didn't hit me. Oh! Alright, here we go. Where's Papa? There he is. Okay. Oh, good dodge. Wow! I have no stamina, bro. This is so depressing. Well, let's go. Get parried. Pow. All right. Now we kill Papa. You kill Papa because this happens if you once you kill him. Papa! Music changes and everything, bro. Look at this. Look at his hammer. It's covered in flames. I'm actually so scared. He's like so close to dead. And I don't want to use Immobilize. I think I could just chunk him. I mean, I definitely can. But I kind of want to see if he goes nutty. Ooh. Yo! Game lag. Oh, shit. Get duty on. Don't mind me. I hate that I have to flashbang you guys. Would have to go over to. I didn't die. Get shit on. I didn't die. Anna said I only fuck. Hold on, wait. What's going on? How much did I miss? 2 hours? Yeah, we've been jamming for a hot minute. It's like an hour 40. Seen it's just been a while. It was like 10 when I said I don't remember. You gotta watch it again. You gotta watch Lion King 1.5 again. I only fuck with Sword and Stone, Fox and the Hound, Snow White. But dude, Lion King 1.5 was peak. Part where they're rewinding to tell their story. The part where they're showing how they distracted the hyenas, the outcasts coming together. Exactly. Hipster Anna too cool for Timon and Pumbaa finding the family they need each other. Look beyond what you see. I could quote that movie for days. It's so good. Also clearly can't type. I still ship. Day one P-Anna shipper. So good. Cool girl who only needs classic silver bronze age Disney. Okay, but that means you didn't watch Treasure Planet if you're that far back. And Treasure Planet is peak. Peak. Duff, you haven't fed Sparky yet? I love how well he enunciates his syllables without lips or a mouth or a head. Wait, what? Who's enunciating what syllables without a head? Talk about me? I forgot he sings. But the gates held, path to glory, a secret withheld. The great sun mighty wind sweeps the land, veils the sky with its mighty command. To better get a rat, tokens you'll need, get both from his henchmen you'll meet. No, subdue him, brave and bold, old. Yet valor and might forever be told. Basically, he said, I gotta kill the tiger to get that thing. Bryce had 2 scene treasure planet. Fucko. Well, that's not Golden Age. It's not Golden Age. Bye, Sheepwave. Well, Dano, I missed it. Peach Tea Anna. M. Kink Mira. So good. Guys, we got the second Rat Prince, and that's why we do that, because we unlock him as a transformation. But we're not going to use him. Actually, I'll let you guys decide. Should we use Big Baby Headbutt or Angry Jumping Rat Prince? I'll show you what happens. So you go, wee, that's pretty much it. Or you do the headbutt. So I'll let you guys pick. We gotta get the shrine. Oh, shit. We rest. Self-advance. Reignite the sparks. Boom. Boom. What is this? Slightly increased stamina recovery rate when depleted. That's good. Very good. Okay, and then we also have 2 paths. We're gonna go this way first. We're gonna go this way. You're right again. He's throwing explosives, yeah? He's throwing explosives. Where's big man when you need him? Got a couple of British rats over here. Motherfucker. Fuck you. Get shit on. Nerd. Stupid rat. Best name's Peach. Oh, wait, what do you mean, Peach? I'm going to commit hydration. Yeah, drink that. You drink. Actually, you're onto something. I'm gonna do the same, bro. We should commit mass hydration. Everyone, you know what? Everyone, get a sip of your whatever you got near you. Let's pour one out for the homies. And by pour one out, I mean pour one out into your mouth and intake liquid hydration. Cheers, mate. Big man might be dying. Anna, Thanksgiving is an American holiday. They don't do that shit over there. They're not thankful for that. That's a us thing. They don't do that shit over there, you know? They don't got... What the fuck did the British have to be thankful for, you know? They don't do that. No. It's just a regular weekday for Big Man. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular weekend. Sorry, I felt like I was turning into Mark Wahlberg there. Yeah, you know? I'm just saying. There's a Transformers. And they were saying, you know? You mock. You know, you put the shirt on, you do a dance. They don't got no Thanksgiving. Anyway. Mourn for me, I didn't have any peaches in my oatmeal. Peaches in the oatmeal? I never had that before. Guys, okay. This is a nifty bit of lore that if you aren't paying attention, doesn't make any frick off sense. So you know how we killed Papa and his wee little boy just a moment ago? Well, he was saying that somebody went to the pit, and the pit started to stink. And it stank of not monsters, but it stunk of their own kin. He was eating their own kin. You realize we fought the king, we fought the second prince, and the third prince is off somewhere in a new land because he disagreed with the edict to honor rats. Now, when we kill Papa, he has a hunk of meat on him. If we go here... Pungent flesh chunk. Torn from the foe, emits a pungent reek and may lure some Yaguais to draw near. So, keeping in mind, 3 sons. Killed daddy, killed son, third one gone somewhere. We don't know much about the first prince. Let us commence. We've never been across the pond. Girl, you gotta know that Thanksgiving's just an us thing. You gotta know that it's just an us thing, you know? They don't do Thanksgiving in Japan. The first prince of the flowing sands! This is the first boy. He's been eating other red people. Isn't that nice? Now he's big and strong. Look at how healthy he is. He's got such good bones. He even got the squigglies on his arm. You don't get the squigglies unless you're really built nice, you know? That's like you gotta be jacked out of your mind to get the squigglies. This guy's doing well. Way too early. Holy shit. Way to just fall for that one. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. Come on, charge at me, daddy. Charge at me, daddy. Charge! Oh! Game lagged at a horrible time. Pow! Get dookied on, son? Oh! And I just biffed the baby. Also, did we vote on whether or not we wanted baby or rat prince as the spirit transformation? I didn't see it. I should have done a poll. Oh, what? He just gets up and bops me? Too early. Ooh, there we go. Good dodge. Oh, I was totally in the middle of my see-through there. Way too early. Guys, I'm choking. I just keep letting him get away with that. Too early again. Why am I rushing? Not quite my tempo, brother. Ooh! Get the hit off, that hurt. This is such a small arena, and I am so weak. You know what it is? There's an ability you get later on that just makes you deal a tremendous amount more damage at the expense of all your abilities. And I'm so used to dealing that extra damage that I'm like, the fights take too long. Oh, way too early, son. Way too early. I knew he was going to do that, and I still let him get away with it. Alright, I will do the transformation. I'm going to play this safe. I don't feel like bombing the first Prince of the Thorns. Please. Please. Let's go. Oh, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Oh goodness, y'all been chatting, okay. Celebrated because we left them, because we diabetes. I turned on the TV, went straight to the news. Turned on the TV and flipped it over the news. And what I saw, I almost couldn't comprehend. I saw a preacher man in country taking money from the church. Okay, I'm going to read chat real quick. I don't want to hear how the world's going. Rip Skippy, that sucks. We want baby. Baby, what? We're doing Friendsgiving, the big baby head, I see what you're saying. Friendsgiving, fiancés, bros. Coming down. They're doing duck instead of turkey, and I'm making sweet potato casserole, pumpkin pie, and apple pie. God, I want pie so bad right now. Well, maybe Big Man won't be bombarded by Thanksgiving workloads, but I sure will. Woohoo food, Rip and his work. It sounds phenomenal. Pizza, I hate turkey. Turkey is by far the least enjoyable meat there is. Just like far and away subpar. Recap, Donnie Boy's a closeted homosexual, and Mom Donnie and Trump had a play date. No. Mom Donnie dogged walked Trump on their play date is what happened. Kept his convictions and did not bow to the, kiss the ring. Big Man's not here. He's throwing. We're just thinking of him. This is going to be my first Thanksgiving in a northern state. You don't know this, but my fiance and I have a joke fight about yams or sweet potatoes, and you chose the wrong sides. Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams, show me the way, 'cause I ain't got bills to pay. Anyway, 8 numbers for the break. The West Side Cave album, KG Elephant album rocks. Homegrown sweet potatoes are my favorite. I love it. Yeah, we love him on Donnie. He is Slay, Queen, and top of the world. Big dick energy. Okay. This is important. We're going to read through the Family of the Flowing Sands and the First Prince of the Flowing Sands because there's a lot of lore contained in these excerpts here about this area in general. So, a foolish son, a clever father. One plans ahead, the other rather. On the battlefield, no room for kin. The cunning father flees, leaving his son within. The kingdom of Flowing Sands had 3 princes of the royal line. The eldest prince, the one we just killed, favored by the king, was a renowned warrior for his valor in the battles against the Fuban. That's the second time I've heard that name. Don't know what it is yet, okay? He was granted the title of Valiant General, but later, a shadow darkened his mind, clouding his reason and erasing his memories of his kin. Thus, he was hidden away. The king was heartbroken. Luckily, 2 of his sons yet remained. The third prince, the youngest and the king's most trusted, was well versed in poetry and deeply fond of Buddhist teachings. He possessed both wisdom and strength. However, when the king issued the Rodent Reverence Edict, again, that is the one that made it illegal to attack or harm a rat, and executed those ministers who opposed it, the third prince left in protest. Wrath consumed the king, but one of his sons still remained. The second prince, though a man of great strength, was simple of mind. He was neither as skilled a warrior as his elder brother, nor as clever as his younger sibling. Middle child syndrome, am I right? Of the 3 sons, he was the least favored by the king. Nevertheless, he remained by the king's side the longest. When the yellow-winged sage retrieved a mighty vessel and returned, the king of Flowing Sands rallied to his banner with what remained of his people, hoping to reclaim his lost kingdom. So here, bit of important lore there. They lost the kingdom, And with the help of the Yellowwind Sage, who just got a vessel, they rallied behind him to try to reclaim the kingdom. So something happened in the course of this. The Yellowwind Sage is very important to the King of the Flowing Sands for helping him reclaim it. And the Yellowwind Sage, somebody's been named after a couple times, has a powerful vessel. The Yellowwind Sage, short on men, saw the fierce spirit in the second prince and welcomed him and his followers into his ranks. But the Yellowwind Sage had a tiger vanguard whose hunger for rat flesh required a fresh feast each day. When the Yellowwind Sage retreated into his meditating seclusion, the tiger grew even bolder. Only the savage might of the second prince's hammer could give him pause from time to time. Much did the second prince sacrifice for his father the king, yet through all the perils and hardships they endured, the King of Flowing Sands never failed to bring the eldest prince with him, and continuously sent minions to seek out the youngest. What thoughts dwelled in the heart of the second, none could say. So we have this kind of competition between brothers there. Damn, y'all chatting. What's going on? Okay, I love you if you're still wrong. Bryce is like 100 tabs open at all times in his brain. I swear I am nothing but tabs. That is so fucking true. Peach, teach me wrong from right as Nickelback once said. Teach me wrong from right. I'll show you what I can be. Say it for me, say it to me, and I'll leave this life behind me. Say it if it's one thing to me. So good. So good. You can call them yams, but they're always going to be a sweet potato to me. That's just ADHD Anna. Sweet potato, still not as sweet as peach tea. Aw, cute. Dino, I wouldn't know. I'm neurotypical. What a flex. I love sweet potato fries all my life. Neurotypical. Peach. Dano, you get me. I always get those when I see movies in the theater. Undiagnosed ADHD and undiagnosed, but probably have mild autism. Yeah, story of my life. I keep falling down this week. Listen, Peach, one of us has to be. Couldn't be me. Guys, I'm going to get the crown of thorns tattooed on my ring finger. Crown of thorns. Is it like the Jesus crown of thorns? That's the only crown of thorn I know. I fell 5 times yesterday, 3 times today. Skippy, practice balancing. Unironically, practice balancing. In difficult spots. One leg for very long times. Squat a little bit. Stand a little bit. Jump a little bit. That will make you stop falling. Falling is bad when you're old. Practice not falling. And then practice falling as you get older. The movie theater, sweet potato fries. Where are you? They don't have them when we get them at Costco. Wait, a movie theater with sweet potato fries? That's actually kind of cracked. Skippy, you sound like me, bro. Yeah, I know I live luxuriously. I'm just very bad at not falling. Yeah, it'll be my first tattoo, but he's sick when it's done. Interesting. Bobby Boy's a Catholic. Who'd have thought? I'm just kidding. That's a lot of assumptions in that. I think it's sick. I think it's a cool image. I actually have a meeting with a tattoo artist this weekend to go over potentially a big fuck off tattoo that I might get based heavily off of God of War and some of the art that I have. Okay, so we learned about Baptist. That's fair. I'm cool with Baptists. They're a lot more chill when they're not proselytizing, so I'm cool with that, you know? Ain't no hate here. Protestants in general are tough as people, but it's fine, you know? I used to be one. I feel that. Okay. First Prince of the Flowing Sands. Again, we just read about the family. A lot of conflict among the first, second, and third. First was a big fighter. Third was very clever. Second, dumb, and we just killed him. Yellowwind Sage. Important figure who helped the king get his kingdom back. Now we're moving on to the first prince. Though hairless, strength prevails. Sturdy and bold, never frail. Madness hides in mountain, where winds sing. In dark gutters, reigns as king. The yellow-furred rat had quelled the calamity caused by Fuban. Again, yet another mention of this Fuban creature that everybody's fighting. Earning the king's deep respect and being appointed as the royal sage. No matter the state of affairs or the minutiae of daily life, the king would first seek his counsel. At the sage's suggestion, the king issued the Rodent Reverence Edict, prompting rodent guides from all around to migrate into the city. Important lore fact right there. Important lore fact. At the sage's suggestion, the king issued the Rodent Reverence Edict, prompting rodent guides from all around to migrate into the city. It was the sage's recommendation that we make it illegal to harm the rats, which caused a lot of this conflict, especially with the third prince. So, the first prince, having distinguished himself in battle, was conferred the title of brave general and was basking in his success. However, he was deeply displeased that a Gwai sage had stolen his shine. Using the pretext of the rodent Gwais causing trouble, he rallied court officials to petition for the royal sage's removal. Several upheavals ensued in the court, resulting in the deaths of many loyal to the prince, and even the third prince left in anger. Yet, the king's trust in the sage remained unshaken. So again, let's go over that. He's mad that the Yellow Wind Sage stole his shine, so he says the rodent guys are causing trouble. He rallies court officials for a petition. We had this petition mentioned in previous lore drops here. Of the petition was then used to bring people around, and then they slaughtered those who petitioned against the Rat King or the Yellow Wind Sage. On the sage's birthday, the entire kingdom worshipped his statue, and even the king paid a visit to the temple of Royal Sage himself to offer incense and prayers. Unable to contain his fury, the first prince overturned the incense table in public. Such an affront to royal authority could not be tolerated. Enraged, the king imprisoned the prince. The sage, however, was not angered and even spoke many good words for the brave general. Learning of the sage's intercession, the prince became even more convinced that he was a deeply scheming evil Gwai, cursing him incessantly in his cell. The king, upon hearing this, grew more antagonized by his unruly son. Hence, he decreed that the prince needed strict discipline, ordering that his meals be delivered to the cell door thrice daily with no visitors allowed. Initially, the prince was very stubborn, but over time, he softened and began to plead for mercy. Yet he remained defiant in his heart, constantly plotting to kill the rodents and avenge himself once he was free. One day his meal was late and he was growing anxious. Then he heard the sound of a key turning and the cell door unexpectedly opened. After waiting for a while and seeing no one enter, he walked out himself. To his astonishment, the guards and officials bustling about outside were no longer human. They all became rats, dressed in robes. The prince thought it was the sage that had led the rodent guys to usurp the throne, and in panic, he charged into his father's golden hall. A short, stout rat, speaking in his father's voice, called out to him. This must be an impostor. The prince grabbed a guard's sword and struck at the king. Chaos erupted in the hall. Only the royal sage brought forth a bronze mirror for the prince to see himself. In the reflection, there was no trace of the brave general, only an enormously fat rat. You hear that, folks? The rats used to be people. Am I fucking right? Am I fucking right, brother? Am I fucking right? That's what's crazy about this whole goddamn thing. That's what's crazy about this whole goddamn thing. All right, let's go back. The first thing I read is the most unhinged shit I've ever seen Anna ever say. Why practice balance when you could get one of those flashy yellow fall risk bracelets when you're in the hospital? Firstborn rat prince could get it. I don't care. I know what I'm about. That's bold and confident. We love that. Slay Queen. If I was a pirate captain, I would be good at being a captain. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful, you know? And if I was a bike, I'd be a pretty damn good bike, you know? I love this. Look at us, just chatting. We're just chatting, you know? You know what, baby? I honestly don't know the difference between the major versions of Christianity. I know too much. You grow up Mormon, and yet you're like pressed to learn all about them. Although I was a lot more curious than the average Mormon, so I know a little bit about like Buddhism and Taoism and Judaism and such. Did my reading. That is correct. The rats were done dirty. It's a big, big plot. At the very least, we know that these guys were not rats when they started, and now they are. Good luck pushing the limited character. Mount Bobby and arguments. I used to go to the Orthodox Baptist Church when I lived in Ohio, but I've moved since and stopped being religious a while ago. My bestie's very Catholic. I specifically don't cook any meat besides fish for Shabbat dinner because she's usually over. Don't call me out like that. Is Bryce making fun of you, Dino? I didn't make fun of anybody. What do you mean? The furry allegations are back, or have they persisted? Oh, Anna being a furry. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a bit. This is kind of similar too. I've seen a lot of people say they are ex-Mormon. I'm definitely ex-Mormon. And then they believe to pray for help from angels and saints. Not done as dirty as Anna's going to do the Rat Prince. That's true. I thought that was a bit for a while. Everybody was saying you were a Fury. A Flurry. What is this? What the fuck is this? Why is this? Why do I have this? Huh? Oh, I know why. It's because there's one right on the wall in the corner and I just haven't killed him. Oh, what? It didn't work? I totally had him run into the wall. Oh, I'm so mad, bro. I didn't pay enough attention. Well, now we have to wait until I get my baby head back. Whoa, baby head sounds crazy. Pause. Until I get my ability where I turn into the giant head slamming baby back. And then I can open that wall. There's so many little secrets in this game that just, if you didn't have a guide, you just no way you would know. Not a clue you would know. Again, for example, this wall of it. What the frick, dude? Oh, I don't have staff spin. I'm trolling. For example, this wall does not look like it's interactable. But if you can get either the first Prince of the Flowing Sands to charge into it, which I definitely did, and it didn't break it, or if you use some other ability like Head Slamming Baby, which I don't have available, it will open up into a secret area. And we need to get into that secret area for all the cool secret bosses. Unfortunately for us, I don't have Big Baby Slam. Never have I ever been called a furry. We can change that. No, there was a bit going around for a while. I can't remember what it was. Someone, either Anna or Peach, kept saying they would smash animal characters, and we called them a furry. That was happening for a minute. Baptists believe that you should be baptized as Jesus was by John. They believe the separation between church and state. I mean, it also depends on the literal location of your church, right? Pending the pastor, pending the folks, the interpretation of doctrine and stuff can vary. So, but there are kind of basic tenets that tend to be pretty universal. All right, I just know for a fact Anna would clap this here bat. What the? Oh, I'm such a goober. Why would I do that? Yeah, I knew I was gonna die. Just knew it. Just knew it. Just knew it. There doesn't go without a meteor other than Jesus. Nearest hospital is super far away. Secret bosses. Ooh. Yeah, hella secret bosses in this game. This game has like 100 bosses, literally. Like 100 unique instances of boss fights. All with different mechanics. Some are like large versions of other ones, but some are just, most are just incredibly unique. Evil repelling medicament. Damn! Got no materials, brother. That's the worst part about this. I just have infinite materials on my normal save. I have to sell. Sell. Bye. Also forgot Bobby's talking Christianity. Motherfucker! What's up, turd muffin? Freaking ding dong. Get shit on. Anyway. Now we can do Big Baby Butthead. Big Baby Headbutt, I should say. Ready, team? Hookah! You just would have never known. You just would have never known. Big secrets. It's one of the Breath of the Wild ones, multiple streams. Also forgot Bobby's talking for the Kingdom sounds right. Oh yeah, that was me, the Los Alphas and the Moblins. Yeah, because you're a freak, and we love that. We love that. You love being a freak. Hey, yo, Skippy? Who's been doing research? Bobby's been doing research? Into what? But what happened? Why did we ask that of Skippy? Why did we ask that of Skippy? Doing okay, bro? What happened? What did he say? Oh, the nearest hospital. Oh, bet. Yeah, feel good, man. Feel better, man. Feel better. So sad. Genuinely, like, you know, get some good food.
Still holds sway.
Fame still holds sway.
Their
Oh.
glory fades through time. In tombs
Tombs of somber gray.
somber gray.
So slow. Okay, fun fact time, everybody. This is a big fuck off. Also, Skippy, genuinely, like, you know, take some medicine, rest a bunch, you know, don't push yourself. Viruses are going around this time of year, and, you know, they can be pretty brutal. I've had like 3 random week-long illnesses this year. It's been pretty bad. Wait, whose forehead so shiny? Whose forehead? This guy's forehead so shiny? That's kind of true. He's got like a centralized light on him. So, fun fact: this mural is, I think it's an actual painting in reference to a story. But in Journey to the West, very early on, when Sun Wukong finds a master to teach him about becoming immortal, and that way he can do all kinds of fun stuff. There's a random lesson where they go back and forth. Sun Wukong is like, how do I become immortal? And the guy's like, well, you need to master physicality or whatever. And he's like, well, what do I need to do for that? Oh, well, you just got to practice for forever. Okay. Oh, well, okay. Then once I get that, will I be immortal? He's like, no, you have to master wisdom. And he's like, well, how do you master wisdom? And, well, you need to read 1,000,000 books and do it, whatever. He basically goes through these lists of things to do in, like, avenues of virtues that you can have. And just says, like, you got to do all of them. And then he asks him, like, hey, but what's the act? But, like, once I have it all, will I be immortal then? He then taps Sun Wukong on the head 3 times, puts his hands behind his back, and then walks away without saying anything. And this is that scene. What happens in that scene is the craziest thing ever. So it's like, he bonks him on the head and is just like, what the fuck, dude? Taps him 3 times. It literally cuts and just goes, all the other people laughed at Sun Wukong, basically being like, haha, you got bonked on the head by the master. But then Sun Wukong goes, that was a code. He tapped me 3 times on the head to let me know that at the 3rd watch, I should meet him. And he put his hands behind his back to let me know that I should go around back to meet him. And literally, Sun Wukong does that. He just wakes up at the 3rd watch, goes to this dude's thing, wakes him up in the middle of the night, and the guy goes, huh, why are you here? So he's like, well, you gave me the signal. And then the guy's like, oh, that's right. I did give you the signal. And then he starts training him on the 72,000 transformations or whatever. You can turn into a tree and a snake and whatever the fuck. This is like just a mural of that instance where Sun Wukong basically was like new to the game, but still cleverer than everyone else. Weird as shit, brother. I fucking love Journey to the West. It makes no sense at all. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Oh. Steve of a Hot Shower. Just going to a different denomination for Dino. Yeah, I grew up near a lot of famous snake churches handling... snake churches, I'm assuming, is like bad churches. My boy Song Wukong done dirty every time. That's his whole life. I am going to assume a snake church is like a snake oil salesman church, but that feels like a little too... feels like too much of a metaphor for this chat. They handle venomous serpents like cottonmouths and intentionally drink poison or whatever. What? What? What are we talking about? What? There's a branch of evangelical Christianity where they literally take up snakes and literally handle poisonous snakes in church. What the fuck are we talking? What? Hold on. Now I have to Google. Snake churches. All right, now we're gonna learn today. I put snake churches. Snake churches. Churches with snakes are a small... I don't like the AI thingy. Snake handling in Christianity. Snake handling, also called serpent handling, is a religious rite observed in a small number of isolated churches, mostly in the United States, usually characterized as rural and part of the holiness movement, We're going to read about that. Practice began in the early 20th century in Appalachia and plays only a small part in the church service. Participants are holiness or Pentecostals. I know that. I didn't know they did snake shit. What the fuck? Beliefs and practices of the moment have been documented in several films that have been the impetus of this number of state laws relating to the handling of venomous. These guys have been the impetus for a number of state laws related to the handling of venomous animals. They did it so much, the government stepped in and was like, we gotta have laws on this shit? What are we talking about? Practice snake handling first appeared in American Christianity around 1910 and was associated with the ministry of George Went Hensley, Grasshopper Valley in southern Tennessee. Henley's role in initiating... Okay, what is the holiness movement? Okay, listen. I'm sorry. I already donated. Leave me alone. Thank you. The holiness movement is a Christian movement that emerged chiefly within 19th century Methodism and to a lesser extent influenced other traditions such as Quakerism, Anabaptism. Anabaptism? Anna, I didn't know you were doing that. Anna. That's crazy. You got a whole thing. You got a whole sect, a whole religion. And Restorationism. Churches aligned with the holiness movement teach that the life of a born-again Christian should be free of sin. The movement is historically distinguished by its emphasis on the doctrine of a second work of grace, which is called entire sanctification or Christian perfection. The word holiness refers specifically to this belief in entire sanctification as an instantaneous, definite second work of grace in which original sin is cleansed, the heart is made perfect in love, and the believer is empowered to serve God. For the holiness movement, the term perfection signifies completeness of Christian character, its freedom from all sin, and the possession of all the graces of the Spirit, complete in kind. A number of Christian denominations, parachurch organizations. Guys, we learned a lot today. Hold on. And movements emphasize these holiness beliefs as central doctrine. In addition to the regular holding of church services in the morning and evening of the Lord's Day, and usually having a midweek Wednesday church service within parts of denominations or entire denominations in line with the holiness movement, camp meetings and tent revivals were organized throughout the year. I went to one of these, but for a Jewish camp. They weren't Ashkenazi and they weren't Messianic. I had a buddy back in the day who was Jewish. I don't know what version of it, what sect it was, but they had a whole camp we went to, and we got shit-faced. That was the first time I got shit-faced, was at my buddy's camp, where they were studying the gods in the gospel. They started drinking nail polish remover, so it's kind of a crazy night. This is news to me. Parachurch organizations are Christian faith-based organizations that work outside and across denominations to engage in social welfare and evangelism. Parachurch organizations seek to come alongside the church and specialize in things that individual churches may not be able to specialize in by themselves. These bodies can be businesses, nonprofit corp. This is just the Mormon church in general. This is just what they are. It's common in the southern part of the U.S. I grew up in southern Appalachia. Look up Sand Mountain. We're going to look up Sand Mountain. So that's a mountain of sand in Nevada. Is that Appalachia? I'm actually stupid as fuck. Yeah, they don't even let themselves be saved when be it God's will they die. Ooh, they're like Christian scientists. Or whatever, I don't know as much pizza. That ain't me. Yes, sorry, I meant to say that. Bryce based, he donates to Wikipedia. You got to. I forget folks don't know about this stuff because I grew up like, oh, they go to one of them crazy snake churches because the ones that still do it most commonly are all down by where I grew up. It's kind of about nobody would be free from sin. I mean, Bobby, if you ask the Mormons, we already are, and it's just a matter of like how committed you want to be to the Lord's work, right? Like under their impression of this whole thing. You are already going to go to something far cooler than this earth is, but if you want to hang directly with God, you got to know the signs, the symbols, enter into the covenants, and obey God throughout your life. We aren't saved by works, only through grace. See, that's what the Mormons would also say. That is true, but you got to do good things. Wasn't expecting Bryce to go on this religious rabbit hole, but here we go. Listen, we're already playing a Buddhist game. We're going to learn about Buddhism from playing the monkey game. Might as well take a little pivot. That one is indeed a mountain of sand. I live in an area with mountains and waterfall. Mormon Bryce is scary. Mormon Bryce was dedicated, let me tell you, team. It broke him, and he is better off without that stuff in his life. I honestly think it made me a worse person. But that is my relationship with it. Other people are just fine. Speaking of Buddhism, much more fun. I have a coworker who's Buddhist, and he's very interesting. He's actually an ex-Mormon, gone Buddhist. Gone Buddhist makes it sound like he went wild or something, you know. Mormonism gone wild is just Buddhism. Oh, get dodged, you freaking nerd. Oh, get parried. Oh, you fucking virgin. Oh, and we ain't talking Mary. Look at this nerd. Get shitted on. Get shitted on. No friends. No friends. What a loser. Bro skipped the one message where I clarified that was a wrong Sand Mountain, Tennessee snake. Well, listen. There's a lot of messages. I was doing a lot of reading. We were learning, you know? And it's hard to read them all. What happened to the Apple autocorrect settings? Because why did my freaking keyboard add Tennessee snake at the... I just added that in. I've heard there's been a bug with the autocorrect. Bro, get parried. You don't even have any friends. Look at you. Fucking loser. Oh, I didn't think I was going to interrupt him with that. Too early throwing. I'm throwing. Low-key, I hate these bats, bro. They are so fucking hard. We should do work as an outgoing picture of our face, but we aren't saved by it. Yeah, precisely. That's what the Mormons would argue. Although the Mormons are just, if you're gonna be religious, okay, if you're gonna be Christian, Mormons is just kind of the easiest one to cope with. Because the belief is that like we're all totally made it. Like doesn't matter what you believe, because you're alive. That means you backed the right horse into premortal existence. Oh, hold on. Crouching Tiger Temple, baby. We've been learning a lot about a Tiger Vanguard. If you guys will recall, the Tiger Vanguard eats a lot of people, and the second prince was the only one who could stop him because he was so... I told you you'd like the bats. The thing is, I feel like knowing what you're going to like is just, is it buff? And is it animalistic? That feels like the big layup, right? The Tiger Vanguard was killing a lot of people, eating a lot of people, and the second prince is the only one who is strong enough to interrupt that. So just keeping that in mind as we go about this. Model increases the damage, light attack combo finishers. I think we want this for this fight. Ah! Do I want to craft it? I don't want to use these materials again. It's either crit chance plus 10 HP or really powerful light attack combo finishers. Problem is, I don't have enough points to finish my combos. Because I don't have this ability yet. What if we take something off this? We could come here. You know what? Yeah, that's preferable. Let's borrow this. Now we can. I don't know why I'm even bothering to try. I'm going to get cooked anyway. 33% of max health. Poison resistance, damage reduction. Small amount of health. Oh, I need to go to... Hold on. I need to travel. Now that we're here, let's go back and talk to the other monkey. That's a sick looking temple. I love the crouching. Dude, the vibe of this whole game is so sick. I'm gonna abstract horrors. I really enjoy watching Exmos and people deconstructing from cults and high control groups of religions. Cults to Consciousness is such a good channel and talk a lot about Mormonism. I don't know that one. I didn't really get into the pipeline of content around a lot of that. Like, I was super committed to the gospel I was raised in for a very long time. It left me empty, sad, and disappointed. And eventually realized that, like, I can just be a good person without any pretext or, you know, doohickery. I call it hoodoo, but hoodoo is like a real practice that other people use, so I don't really like to use that as a derogatory term. just kind of the woo-woo, that's what I meant to say. Like, the woo-woo did a lot of damage to my psyche. So I tend to leave that out. But I didn't really... the most content I've ever consumed about, like, other people going through similar struggles is Rhett and Link of Good Mythical Morning. And I relate to a little bit, just because as evangelicals, they did a lot of proselytizing, and it's very visible. And I did a lot of that as well as a Mormon. And so I kind of know what they went through, or at the very least had a similar experience. But I never really consumed a lot of stuff. Simple idea of infinite darkness could also get it. The simple idea of infinite darkness could also get it. That's called outer darkness for the Mormons, and nobody can go there. It's kind of interesting. Again, like, Mormons are like, if you're Christian and you don't want to feel bad about anybody going to hell, you know, then that's the horse to back, because no one goes in that one. And there's a lot of ways to manipulate, ways people manipulate it. That's true. Emo for life. I still got my shirt from my Boys Like Girls concert that said, I'm still emo after all these tears instead of years. I was an edgy kid. Now it's just ironically. Rhett and Link are a good example. I love those guys. They're fantastic. A lot of people in the XMO and deconstructing spaces that people talking about their hurt with a space, which is 100% valid. That hurt bleeds into the message. There's also a lot of people in the XMO and deconstructing spaces that's people talking about their hurt with a space, which is 100% valid. That bleeds into the message. Are you referring to, like, people who, like, deconstruct and then get pretty aggro? I will wait for your response to that question before I just start chatting. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense. I'm still kind of new to the faith. Touchy subject. I'll stop. No, dude, it's not touchy for me at all. That would be more of a chat thing. But I got no problem talking about it. I think it's important to be able to chat about stuff like this. And you know, it was a big part of my life to be in it. It's a big part of my life to be out of it. And I, you know, fortunately did not deconstruct as a result of some grand tragedy happening to me. It was more of a lifetime of suffering for my sins that, like, forced a deconstruction out of survival. But, like, nothing happened to me, and so it's not necessarily a triggering thing. It's just a deep subject, and I could kind of go on for a lot of it, you know? I don't need to do all that. No, Bob, I think you're good. It's just a different area of conversation. Hopefully you aren't uncomfy now. Yeah, agreed. Hopefully this is all chill. I got no problem talking politics and religion. I'm also happy to play the monkey game. More than a few people say that if I'm not religious, where do my morals come from? Yeah, that feels like one of those abstract arguments that people get into of, like, you know, morals come from God, and if you don't have a God or some irrefutable source that says this is good, this is bad, then, like, what's the point of even doing stuff? And it's kind of a misrepresentation of nihilism. And I think a lot of religious pundits could benefit from philosophy engagement, but that's not sexy, nor is it convincing to tell people that, like, you got to think on it and do a lot of reading. It's easier to say God said this is bad, and therefore you should obey. And as part of that obedience process, you know, if you're Mormon, you should pay 10% of your funds to us. You know, give us your money, right? It tends to always need some kind of cash influx. Yeah, and I mean, they're hurt with religious spaces. Yeah, 100%. You don't need religion to be a good person with morals. 100%. I'll be the first to admit I have hurt people because I've been hurt by churches and religious spaces, but we're human and we grow. So true. The only time I have a problem is if your beliefs are hurting yourself or other people. Totally. Sometimes religion brings that into easier grasp for people who struggle. Sometimes I feel weird just reading your guys' shit out loud. Because, like, you guys typed it, other people are reading it, and then I read it again, and I'm on a delay. So I wonder how much of me reading people's shit out loud is just like a weird echo in your head and, like, interrupts people chatting. I don't know. I can't imagine having a chat that's got, like, 50,000 people in here and trying to keep up with the conversation. Totally. Sometimes religion brings it into easier grasp for people who struggle with being a bad person. Yeah, there's plenty of people I know who had like these rough upbringings and no moral compass, and then they find the religion and they turn their whole life around, and that's a beautiful thing in and of itself. Honestly, I don't think I would even have a single gripe about religious institutions in general if one, they weren't necessarily institutions, right? And they were rather just community organizations, right? Like there's a big difference between like I go to church with my neighbors and we have pools of money that we share with people for charity and good work and good doings, right? And like that's a community of people I know and see, and I'm beholden to them, I'm accountable to them to do good and be nice, right? And then like an institution, the example I have, the highest example of it, the biggest example of is the Mormon Church, which is like, it is a worldwide entity that lobbies governments, not just our government, governments. It is tax-free. It's on its way to having $1 trillion in liquid asset, not liquid, but like in assets that, equals buying power, which then equals influence on a global scale. And that thing makes decisions without me. Me and my neighbors, we pool our money together and we help each other. And we, Mormons have this huge infrastructure of storehouses of food that anybody, even non-members, can come and like get food from and be fed, like literally feeding the public and shit. It becomes really difficult for me to rationalize that institution. And then the second part that I tend to have a lot of problem with is like pretty much anything that has a reward structure and a punishment structure attached to it is designed to influence your behavior, right? And I'm just going to speak for Christianity, which is the one I'm the most intimate with. It's like there's a carrot and a stick in that, right? And the carrot is infinite glory and joy and happiness, with God, or infinite misery for like, punishments that do not match the crime, right? You can only do so much harm while you're alive, but you'll suffer for eternity if you get it wrong, right? And that risk reward is so easy of a decision. If you believe it, then it's like, why the fuck would I pick infinite torture? I just do whatever you tell me to get the infinite heaven. And that do whatever you tell me to part is where it all starts to kind of fall apart for me, where it's like, I can't get past the fact that if you just assume that people make the religion and the tenets thereof, not saying you have to or that that's true, you can believe whatever you want, right? But if you assume that, then it's pretty clear how quickly that can become a mechanism of like manipulation and control. And that's where I get like, that's where like the logistics of it. It's like most people will go into a faith and just find the things that help them be a good person, help them practice things. That's what's normal. That's regular. That's healthy, right? But if you're like me and you committed yourself to the faith, then you'll find all these avenues and hidden scripture and all this stuff. If you're in the text, like you're asked to do, you'll find all these like crazy ways that you're supposed to be committing, quote unquote, and like obsess about it. And that's where you get people in rural areas who don't have access to education or access to the world around them that are like Westboro Baptist, right? Like Westboro Baptist reads the same text and rationalizes going and being a true villain out in the wild. So when the thing has that capacity and that like capability to be that way, that's when I get a little but that's likely just due to my engagement with it. Larger chats, light conversations. While I like this community, not a mass of mindless voices. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have a problem with having a bunch of people who like Bucket, and that is the end result. But that's where I hope things like the Bucket tier, the premium Patreon, eventually turns into like a really custom place where it's like, hey, we could do watch throughs on Discord and stuff like that, and that way we keep that small timey vibe, even as hopefully this becomes something that pays the bills. But Don't get me wrong, I'm still mindless. I'd be like the jellyfish. Gotta hope not. Gotta somebody that touch me. I'm sorry, it'd be cool though. That choice hell is eternal separation from God. We want to be separated from God and let them whisper their wishes even those who know we don't want him. I saw Joe Bardizelli, I think is his name, or whatever, say his idea of God is like the idea of the universe. It's more like a force rather than a thinking being. Yeah, I'm like, I rock with that just because, again, like, you can't really organize an institution around that. That's then going to manipulate millions, right? He's not going to force a real relationship. A caked up Mr. Krabs and a wife beater saying this is frying me. All right, guys. With that said, we're going to take a break from that little chat, and we're going to meditate. So please enjoy this moment of silence with me. Lovely. I'll bing if I wanna, Bobby boy. You're just mad that I have perfect timing on that. Now, did anybody clock the tail? Huh? Anybody clock the tail in that little clip there, little clippy poo? Anybody clock the tail? I hate that I asked this question and I have to wait like 15 seconds before anybody has the opportunity to respond. So it's kind of crazy. I'm going to assume maybe somebody did, but nobody said anything because they were busy enjoying the moment of silence. The tail is relevant because there is a fucking tiger over there.
Bloody hell. What's the hold up this time? Suck your offerings and go breed more rats.
Breed more rats. What a filthy phrase.
If you dare to muck up the king's practice again, I'll serve your dimwit son up for supper. Myself. Ain't you that old loser?
Loser.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Mug.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I think I
Who
died.
cares anyway? I'll gobble you up first.
Oh! Oh!
Take this.
Oh! I did take that. I took it hard and fast. Not like that. You guys are creeps. Oh, big baby head was not enough. Oh, let's go. Too early, fuck. Too early, fuck. Oh. Oh, I thought I could get the parry off. Fuck. Too early, fuck. Oh, I'm so early on that last hit every time.
See running, do you?
Oh! Woo!
What's left is the king.
Woo! Honestly, for a first try with virtually no buffs and way less levels than I did the first time I fought this guy, that was a pretty good run. That was a pretty good run. Oh, too busy being Zen from Kung Fu Panda. This was actually a no for me, believe it or not. What happened to her? I do believe Peach would smash. No, I meant Anna. Oops. Ditto Peach Bryce is crazy. Why am I crazy? It's because you're getting sleepy? I'm confused. I'm just committed. I think I'm just gonna stay on until I beat the Delio. Peach going night-night? I have to go work in 6 hours. He must be contained. Notified even of our woes. Going to Google. What are we talking about? Listen, I am going to body this tiger and then I'll get off. Oh, how did that not? Oh, how did I not? Ooh, get parried. Oh, way too early.
Take this.
Oh. Ah. How? He keeps getting through that, man. He's got... Ooh. Oh! Let's go! What'd I say, nerds? What'd I say? Let's go! Woo! Oh! Sorry, I had to lock the fuck in there, brother. Night, Bobby. Sorry, coach. Someone get the beef wave back in here. He'll liven things up. Splishy, splashy, but I might pass out on accident. Rip, you don't always forget it was a pool of blood. Pool of blood for Tiger Vanguard when it goes hard. It also counts as water for all your water abilities.
This
But peep
body
game.
of yours is perfect for the art of rock solid.
Rock solid. Ah. Oh, we got a parry. I'm never gonna use it. Woo! Oh man, that felt good. I won't lie to you guys. That was good. People get, I'm not even joking, this is the boss that stops people's runs dead in its tracks. People will just, they're like, I can't beat him, I can't beat him, I just can't do it. And to do it second try with like minimal kit, Yeah, we're dialed. We're dialed. This is gonna be a good fucking run. I'm definitely logging off for the night, like I said. But, well, real quick, let me leave you guys with a bedtime story, because we just got the thingamabob for the Tiger Vanguard. So we'll read that. We will read the excerpt for the Tiger Vanguard, and then we will go night-night, because I know it's late for all you guys. So, without further ado, this is one of the hardest bosses in the game in terms of when you approach him. We clapped his cheeks, embarrassed this motherfucker, and now we get to partake in his story. The Tiger Vanguard.
Majestic and grand, with a fierce display, striped coat, eyes like lightning's ray. In the blood pool its wrath does rise, with a bronze head and iron tail, it terrifies. The tale began centuries past, when the journeyers referring to Sun Wukong and company, crossed Yellow Wind Ridge. In those days, the old Tiger Vanguard lost his life seizing the Tang Monk. Tang Monk being the monk who traveled with Sun Wukong. He left behind 2 sons who, once orphaned, had to fend for themselves. The mountain groves lay in ruins. The Tiger brothers led the remaining lesser Guais in a bitter struggle for survival. Fortunately, their father had taught them enough to make a living. As the sandstorms ebbed, Rock Guais slowly restored the groves to their former state. The elder Tiger, following his late father's ways, governed the Yao Guais in the mountain. Each knew their place and dared not prowl forth to prey on the living. Later, mortals drawn by the lush peaks and clear springs built a village amid the slopes. The elder Tiger gained renown as a deity in the mountain with the principle, devour the evil and shield the good. Small note here, lush peaks, clear springs, that's not what we have here right now. The villagers built a crouching tiger temple for the brothers, offering rich tributes that made their lives even more blissful. I see the hearts. Yet long had the younger nursed a grievance. Okay, the villagers built a crouching tiger temple for the brothers, offering rich tributes that made their lives even more blissful. Yet long had the younger nursed a grievance. His elder brother reaped all the glory in people's words on the tigers in the mountain. He believed his brother earned this merely by dint of a few more years of life. Another century turned, and Yellow Wind Sage returned to Yellow Wind Ridge with a host of rat guais. The younger brother declared that it was the sage's negligence that had doomed their father. Again, Yellow Wind Sage has the old Tiger Vanguard try to capture Sun Wukong and Sun Wukong's master. That ends poorly for him. So that's what this is reference to. He clamored to slay the sage in vengeance, urging his brother to drive off the rats. Deeming this just, the elder agreed. But in that fight, the sage unleashed a vessel like a bodhisattva's severed head, and with its gale sharp as an edge. In a single clash, the younger tiger fell grievously wounded. For the life of his little brother, the elder tiger at once cast down his arms and knelt in surrender. The sage held no grudge. After learning the brother's origin, he even bestowed upon the surrender the title of Vanguard. When the younger tiger woke and learned his brother now served as the Vanguard, he seethed in disbelief. The brothers quarreled bitterly until the younger stormed off, severing all ties with the only family he had left. In the Tiger Vanguard's eyes, that yellow-furred rat had twice destroyed his family and left them broken and scattered. He hated him for that, but he was no fool. As long as the rat had protection from the higher ones, what more could a tiger do beyond venting his rage by devouring a few lesser rats each day?
Kinda crazy. It's a lead into some other stuff. There's 2 tigers, and they had a papa. And papa tried to kill Sun Wukong, and he paid dearly for that because he's a freaking ding-dong. And that is the key takeaway for everybody tonight. Guys, I know it's late for you. We're not going to keep you up anymore. Appreciate you all joining and, entertaining our deep conversations and also our, I don't want to reduce this down. Thanks for entertaining deep conversations, having a good freaking time, learning about Sun Wukong, the journey to the west, and our baby boy, the destined one, on his way to revive the big bad boy himself. So, thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you had a great time. And happy Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm big fan. No, I'm not big fan. I'm Bryce. This is Bucket We Fall. And as always, remember the edit. And stay safe out there, kiddos. I do not have an outro song. This stream is just going to end. So no post-credit chat for me. Sleep well, everybody. Bye-bye. Before you go take this bucket. Night-night.